Hi, I'm Rashonda Tate Billingsley with your weekly Defender News Wrap, where we bring you the biggest news stories from the Black community. We now have a clearer picture of how Texas police departments dealt with drivers during traffic stops in 2018. The agencies were required to file the data as part of the new Sandra Bland Act. It requires agencies to collect racial profiling data, including tracking recovered contraband, arrests and citations issued, and whether an officer used force during a stop. The Black superintendent of the Waco School District is stepping down after he was arrested earlier this month for possession of marijuana. Dr. Marcus Milton has brought big changes to the district, but the arrest brought strong arguments and comments from supporters and opponents. In the end, Nelson decided to leave his $272,000 a year job to avoid further division in the district. Something fishy is going on in Ferguson. At least that's what a lot of people in the Missouri community believe after 6 activists who protested the fatal shooting of 18-year-old Michael Brown have ended up dead. Brown's shooting by a police officer 4.5 years ago led to major protests. 6 of the protest leaders have since died, 4 by suicide, 2 homicides. Police say they haven't arrested anyone because witnesses refused to come forward, leaving detectives with no answer for why the men were targeted. Still, they don't believe any of the deaths are related to the protests. What has people talking this week? Well, you may have seen it in an old talk show clip of the late Maya Angelou sharply chiding a young woman for addressing her as Maya rather than Miss Angelou before asking her views on interracial marriage. Angelou went old school and checked the team for calling her by her first name. Social media reactions were mixed on how Angelou handled it, but the team from that clip, Kim Watts, a now 49-year-old California educator, admits while the response threw her off, she admired Angelou, so she wasn't insulted. Big congrats to the Texas Southern University debate team for their win at a debate championship in Berlin, Germany. They took on 20 total awards, 5 of them first place. They continue to make their debate coach, Thomas F. Freeman, the school and community proud. Congrats also to Dr. Charles McClellan, who was recently named SWAC Commissioner. McClellan has served the past 17 plus years leading athletics at Texas Southern and Prairie View A&M University. As always, you can read more about all of these stories at DefenderNetwork.com. Looking for something to do next weekend? Well, we've got you covered. Coming Friday, March 29th, the Kappa Alpha Psi Houston Alumni Chapter will have their 91st anniversary Charter Day celebration at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum. On Saturday, March 30th, the Top Ladies of Distinction will have their community resource fair at the 3rd Ward Multi-Service Center. And on Saturday, from 12 noon until, Derek Muhammad will host the Smarten Up Black Male Summit. Check them out, and if you have some community events you'd like us to share, send it to news@DefenderMediaGroup.com. It's a wrap. Make sure you're following us at Defender Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And join us here next week for all your Defender highlights.